We have made it. We've got here. We've done it. We've ran all this way. We didn't get all of our upgrades. We sure as hell weren't far off. Let's see. And look, this is honestly my guess of what the end of the game is. And regardless, we'll be running this until the end of the game. So whether it takes us 20 minutes, whether it takes us 2 hours, this is the end. This is the last episode. Let's bring it home.
Deimos.
Our brother. Could have made a cool screenshot there, but I'll figure something out. Right now, we're about to save our brother. That's why we are here.
Brother, you are safe now. Safe! You let this happen to me. You were supposed to protect me. Did you think I would forget? Did you think I would forgive? I will never forgive you, brother.
The fuck did we do? Shit! I was getting a drink. Come on, I'll zap some sense into you if I have to. Actually, you know what? Just like when we were boys, huh? Ow, 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 ow! Okay, you were not this good when we were kids. My mans. Right, I'm gonna need the proper fucking tools for this job. You're swinging wildly like an animal. Strength and composure and calmness in battle, my friend. You should know this. Did I not teach you anything, brother? Okay, you can still talk by the punch. You were going to throw dirt in my face like when we were children? Here. Enjoy my newly acquired power. Brother, let's end this now. We've had enough. Dante and Virgil are the two brothers always at each other. Let us finish this once and for all. Enough. I'm not even phased. Powerful you have grown indeed. What is it you're waiting for? Jesus!
You left me! Get up! Fight me! I hate you, Kratos!
Damn.
Spartan. And now you will suffer for it.
We're barely even... Well, yeah, he did just tank the hell out of us, didn't he? Come on, Kratos. Come on. You got it. Come on. I'm not even looking what's the other way. Let's go. Suicide bluffs.
You no longer have power over me, Thanatos. The Oracle lied. I'm coming for you, brother. Hold on.
The Oracle doesn't lie. You might have understood her incorrectly, but the Oracle doesn't. Fucking... Oh, now you want me to save you, huh? I should fucking slap you. And I'm probably going to after this. Come here, brother. Oh, come on. We're not that weak.
Spartan never lets his back hit the ground. Right, brother?
I will not lose you again, Deimos. Come! The fight is not over.
Beautiful. Deimos now has arms of Sparta. He will aid you in battle.
Follow me!
This is tugging at my heartstrings a little bit too much there. Yes, but let's save. I wonder what that must look like to him. Me just standing there in the light for a moment.
The Oracle may have yet spoken truth. The marked warrior shall bring about the destruction of Olympus. Ares chose poorly that day. He took your brother when it should have been you. None of that matters now. Nothing you do is of your own choosing. The gods do not decide my fate, Thanatos! The gods decide, and the Sisters of Fate make it so. You are nothing but a pawn in a game you don't even know is being played. Pathetic. Now is the time, Kratos. The beginning of the end.
First down, Deimos will throw the spear. He can throw spears when his meter is full. I can't see. Here, some of your own daughter's own magic. Took it off her rotten fucking corpse. Come on. Whoa!
Cannot escape your fate.
I didn't realize I was meant to use magic there. Come on, die, bitch, die. No, I can't block that. Fucking hell. You hit hard. I can't. There we go. Beautiful work there, brother. Phew. Okay, you still hit like a truck. But I respect that. You are older than most of the things in Sparta. In Olympus, sorry. Took his fucking beard. Or that was his hair. You'd be surprised, my friend. Just the things I can escape. Nice shot, brother. That is what you meant to do, and I keep doing it, but it seems to have never landed. Ow. Move. AoE attack with that hand. Backhand with that hand. So basically I need to start blocking when he like raises his head. Not fast enough. Backhand. I got you, boy. Ouch. Man, that must hurt. Like, I know I'm a fucking god, but holy shit. We've killed gods with less. An eye for an eye.
Deimos!
Time to show him why we're the fucking god of war. And you're going to suffer because of me.
Your fate lies in the hands of Olympus. Go start Sparta.
Come now. I have a fresh plot for him.
Fuck you.
You are free now, brother. By the gods, what have I become?
Death, the destroyer of worlds.
It is done. You have let go of that which made you mortal. Your ties to this world are severed. You are ready to be a god.
Is this all a game to you, Athena? It is not over, Athena. The gods will pay for this.
Forgive me, brother.
God of War, Ghost of Sparta. May our brother rest in peace, for we shall know none.
one remains.
God of War. Ghost of Sparta. Oh, that ending. I'm guessing one remains is in one family member of Kratos remains. I'm guessing that was his mother, Callisto, that was being laid to rest beside his brother. Oh man. Not, you know, a 10 out of 10 most gut-wrenching story ever. But to me, it hit harder out of the simple fact of how fluid Kratos and Deimos were. They haven't seen each other for all of Kratos' life almost. And yet they got together and they were fighting as if they've never left. As if they've always been brothers. They picked up sword and shield, or spear and shield in this case, and they went out in the most Spartan way I could think of, fighting the god of death himself. Now I like what Thanatos said there at the end, is that the gods will it and the not the Furies, the Fates enforce it. That's very important for God of War 2, I believe, which is what I will be going to next. So we also see Athena confess to us, to the viewers, and that she is related to Kratos. Like the game did feel rushed, I won't deny. Like the ending felt a little bit rushed. The boss fight wasn't really a boss fight as much as it was a cinematic experience, and one hell of a cinematic experience indeed, because to me that is what told the story of them more than the dialogue, more than this happening or that happening. It was that they were brothers till the end. They hated each other. Well, Deimos hated Kratos for what had been done to Deimos, but they fought together like they'd never left. They killed death together. They won against the ultimate enemy, and it cost their own life. That to me is what made such a big impact. The ending scene also having to carry him, that hit hard too. Now obviously, again, creative liberties, like you're in death's domain and then all of a sudden you're walking up the mountain that like outside of Athens, really? And the fact Athena was like, oh yeah, now you can be a god, here, let me wipe your memories. It's too late. You should have done it when Kratos asked, and then you might have not suffered the fate of Olympus. And I like how Thanatos, I'm misnaming him, how Thanatos knew it was Kratos. He knew it was going to be Kratos. And how he was laughing at the end, because he probably knew that it will happen. He accepted the fact of he is a slave to his fate, and that he might fight Kratos, but Kratos is the destroyer of worlds. Kratos is death. Kratos is the god of war. He understood that and accepted his fate, but he sure as hell did try and stop us. He fucking tried. He almost did it too. So yes, them saying the gods choose our fate and that there's a gigantic game of chess happening where we're just a pawn. He is not wrong. But as I said, to me, it almost feels like the Oracle is the ultimate string puller. We shall see. I don't know, like, I don't know the lore of this game that well. We shall see who set us upon this path. I know Gaia is involved, or Gaia was involved in the capture of the Titans at the very least. So, I'm very intrigued by what will happen, and I liked how the story tied together. One thing I will mention here is that in the first game, when the bonus credits was that, so they had they kept that story going here where the unfit were sent off to the mountains to fend for themselves, more than likely mostly would die, and that the fit would serve the army. Kratos was the fit, he served the army, and Deimos was the unfit, he died in those mountains. And whilst Kratos became a general in the army of the living in Sparta, Deimos was doing the same but in Hades. That apparently Deimos had climbed the hierarchy there. That was a concept for a second game. It was shown as bonus credits in the first game. So I like that they didn't can the idea. And it makes sense why Deimos would be in Death's domain, because nobody dared to go there. Death was the ultimate bouncer, essentially. Again though, they're giving Poseidon electricity. I don't know, maybe I'm being a bit too elitist about it, who knows. One hell of a game though. I'd say it's, funny enough, probably lower down on the scale. Like I don't have an exact picture of the scale in my mind, although Ascension would be at the top. Ascension is still my favorite. Yes, as buggy as it might have been, that game was a challenge when it needed to be a challenge. That game had the best story writing to date. Now I still obviously have, like, I say to date, that's not counting 2018 God of War, and not counting Ragnarok either. The combat in this was fine. I feel like the Boros thing was kind of useless. The Arms of Sparta, I see why. I see why. One hell of a way to put it, and that shield is there. The shield was in our face the whole time. Fuck. One hell of a game. Like, standalone? Not really. In the grand scheme of things, knowing what I know up until now, one hell of a game. Like, how to explain this? It'd be like watching, I don't know, actually, yeah. It'd be like watching the 5th Harry Potter, which is The Order of the Phoenix. It'd be like watching that on its own. Or reading it, more specifically. The movie wasn't the best. But it'd be like reading that out of nowhere. You would have so little context for things that it wouldn't really make much sense or be a good story. I feel like that's this game. I feel like this game is for someone that's enjoyed God of War, which would make sense why there's so few Let's Plays of it, because you can't just pick this one up and play it. You can't. And I'm glad I've done this in chronological order. Because fuck. Oh fuck, you can taste the sheer amount of hatred Kratos has by the end of this. Ah man. But yeah, Athena should have given him what he wished a lot earlier. And that gesture alone probably, like, increases rage tenfold. And we also got to see the first instance of, like, a Spartan rage type of a thing. Or maybe Kratos just tapping into his full potential of, you know, godliness, godlyhood, whatever you want to call it. Man. One hell of a game. At the end of it all, like, not necessarily the best combat, not necessarily the best this, the best that, but one hell of a game. One hell of a game. Because I think this was released between 2 and 3. I think. And so far they've been pretty fucking fluid. Like, Ascension flowed pretty damn well into Chains, which then went to 1. 1 obviously got retconned to fuck. Then from 1 into here, and then from here it's into 2, I believe. And then 3, 2018, and Ragnarok, which is out, and I'm seeing spoilers everywhere. It is so difficult to avoid them, but I am trying my best. For the simple fact of, well, I want to enjoy the damn game, don't I? Like, I don't know a whole lot about this one either. Actually, I think out of all the games I know the least about this one. Which is probably why it's hitting so damn hard. So. But, yes. So first it was Ascension, 10 years before the first one. Then was Chains, which was essentially in between Ascension and the first one. Then was the first one. And, yes, Ghost of Sparta. Man. So next, funny enough, should be Betrayal, which was a mobile game, but I think that's been decanonized, I believe, don't quote me on that. And then next, yes, is God of War 2, which takes place 13 years after God of War. So not as many years after this, but honestly, this could have happened. The way Kratos just got up and went, this could have happened so soon after the events of the first game. Like, happening within the same year, I'd fucking believe it. Because Kratos is still very much the same person. He disregards life all the same, but that was from God of War 1. You know, he had some care for the Oracle and for, I already forgot his name, but our best friend from Ascension. But from then onwards, like, he still cared somewhat for the gods, or cared somewhat for this or for that by Chains of Olympus. But by the first game, he's gone. The man that was Kratos is gone. He is the Ghost of Sparta. And this game might be called the Ghost of Sparta. But I think that's where he... Is that where he dies, or is this where he becomes it? Because this is very much another brick in the wall of reasons why the second game will happen, and the third game. So I would say that's enough of me rambling. I've been rambling for like 15 minutes, and believe it or not, I do it for about 15 more. So I shall cut it here. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in God of War 2, I guess.